Welcome to the chart. So right here we are going to be analyzing the major forex pairs beginning with USD JPY. Firstly, let us keep in mind that the market buys to sell and sell to buy. The reason for this is that the market movers, the market makers, the big money, those with knowledge, influence and discipline move in this direction. Because when the market is buying, selling can be done at a discount. Likewise, when the market is selling, buying can be done at a discount. So right here we can see on USD JPY, we can see price buying upward to this zone, retesting this resistance right here. As you can see, this engulfing pattern. So we are going to expect price to retest this zone right here, or for price to draw to this liquidity zone, as these are strong resistance areas on the USD JPY. So if price does this, breaking the high of last week or either retesting this zone, then we can expect a further drop down. Let us move forward. On Euro USD, you can see price selling down. We are going to expect a sell to buy, so we can expect price to retest this other block right here, or for price to drop further down to this fair value gap. So these are likely zones for price to move to and pull away from. On USD CHF, you can see price buying to sell, so you can expect price to retest this other block, and if this zone fails, we can expect price to rally further up to find more resistance at this zone or this zone. As you can see, down a bigger picture, price is in a clear downtrend on the USD CHF. You can see last week price created a series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, before we have this accumulation for a retest for a further drop down. On AUD USD, we can see price accumulating. We are going to expect a buy to sell, so we can expect price to draw to this zone, retest and drop further down. As you can see down the bigger picture as well, price is in a downtrend, so we are going to expect price to reverse to this key area. As we have a fair value gap in this zone, we have another block in this zone. So all these zones marked, these are possible areas where price is likely going to draw to. So as a trader, you must always come to the market with a plan, and believe me, price action gives the most honest view of the market, as this is the real-time data and giving you what exactly is going on in the market at the very moment. So right here you can see on NZD USD, we are going to expect a buy to sell, so we can expect price to draw to this other block, and if this other block fails, we can expect price to draw to this second other block, as these are likely zones where price is going to pull through and drop further down. On GBP USD, you can see yesterday price did a sell to buy, so price came down to this zone to retest this fair value gap. So today, what do you expect? So today we can see price is buying further up, so we can expect price to come back to this resistance, as you have lots of sell orders in this zone. So price could retest this resistance, and if this resistance is broke, if this resistance holds, price could rally further down to break this support. However, if this resistance fails, we can expect price to draw further up to this other resistance. On USD card, you can see price accumulating within this range, not giving us a clear direction. However, we can expect price to buy to sell from this zone, or for price to buy further up to this zone before we can expect a drop further down. However, if price rallies further down, we can expect price to draw back to this zone to find a support, as this is a critical support right here. This is a critical support. On gold, you can see price accumulating within this range and not giving a clear direction. However, as we marked yesterday, you can see this support is attempting to hold, and we can see accumulation here. However, price could come back to this zone, this fair value gap, to look for further resistance. However, if this fair value gap fails, we have another fair value gap here, another fair value gap here. Let us mark this fair value gap. So we have a fair value gap here. We have another fair value gap in this zone. On BTC USD, as we marked yesterday, we can see price finding support at this critical zone here. We can see this price action here, so you can expect price to rally further up. However, there is no strong resistance, so you can expect price to rally to this to look for resistance right here. And if the resistance fails, you can expect price to come back to either of these two fair value gaps, as we have a fair value gap here. And we have another fair value gap right here. So these are the likely zones where we are going to have price drawing to. So that is all for all. Plan your trade, trade your plan, and most importantly, manage your emotions and risk.